let's say you had a quadratic, you know, your normal quadratic stuff. Let's say you had, why am I on the pen tool? Let's say you had x squared minus 4x plus, nope, I don't like that, plus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. If you wanted to solve, well, normally you could do guesswork, so I'd be like, oh, okay, 1 and 5 are factors. Okay, 1 and 5 are the only factors of this because it's prime. You also have negative and negative, but I mean like plus or minus them. I'm going to be like, okay, minus 1, does it work? Minus 1, minus 1. Okay, let me test 1. Okay, 1 plus 4, but okay, 1 works. So it's going to be 1 minus 5. Or minus 1 5. It depends on which way you do it. So that's one way to do it. And you do your whole thing. You can also use the quadratic formula, which you know is b squared take 4a. Yes, I just did this the wrong way around. Disgusting. Anyways, quadratic formula works. I'll write it neater. Plus or minus square root b squared take 4ac 4 over 2a. Cool. Keep note of the plus and minus. We'll come back to that. Anyways, if we were to graph this, because I'm sure you know how to graph. You can see we have 2 roots. Can I do... I can do the roots, okay. We have the roots, a and b. If we do the midpoint of a and b, okay, it wants this. Why did you make extra variables for me? Midpoint between a and b, we have c, so obviously distance between a and c is 3, and distance between c and b is 3, because quadratic is symmetrical, you know that. So in order to get to a, you add 2, and in order to get to b, you add another 2. So you could say from a to c, in general, we're doing a plus, nope, we could just go backwards from c, so that's c minus some constant, let's call it u, and then a, nope, this is also really laggy. If we want to go from b to the midpoint, which is c, it's just c plus u, where u is 2 in this case, because we're going backwards and forwards. Plus and minus, immediately came back to it. This is where the plus and minus is from. So when you do the quadratic formula, the geometric interpretation is that you have some midpoint, in this case, so b minus b over 2a, plus some constant backwards and forwards to get to your roots. So if we were to draw it a bit bigger, there we go, we have this midpoints like there. To get from here to here, you plus the b squared minus 4ac square root stuff over 2a to get to here, and to get to here you take it away. That's literally what we're doing. I don't know why I just drew that. Anyways, you know the general formula for this is x minus alpha and x minus beta, such that x equals alpha and x equals beta. Cool. You should also know that x squared minus alpha plus beta plus alpha beta equal to 0. So from there we can say alpha plus beta equal to minus b over a, and alpha times beta is equal to c over a, where a in this case is just 1. So if we extrapolate upon that, we'll just do some maths basically. Alpha plus beta and alpha times beta is equal to minus b, so that would be minus 4 over 1. So minus 4, and that would just be minus 5. Cool, that's useful. Next, if we take the midpoint, plus or minus over 2, so the roots over 2, you know the formula for the midpoint of a given straight line or whatever, is this. It's usually like x1 plus x2 over 2. If you're y1 plus y2 over 2, yeah, all of that pizzazzle, we do that here. So that should equal minus 4 over 2, therefore alpha plus beta 2 is equal to minus 2. We know the midpoint, which is sick, because with the midpoint you can use this formula. So that would be some given midpoint plus something, and then that time minus something to get to minus 5. You have to do extra math to either realize that, or you just have to know it, I guess. You could also just ask a teacher. So we take our midpoint minus 2 plus some given constant. You already know the answer, but I'm going to leave it. Minus 2 plus u to minus u, because we know when we did the quadratic, we did some given constant to get over to here, and we get it to get back, so that's the plus minus thing, is equal to minus 5. So we actually know what u is equal to in this case if we solve. So that would just be 4 minus u squared equals minus 5, difference of 2 squares, u squared equals 9, u equals 3. It's not going to be plus or minus 3, because when you square it, blah 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 blah. Substitute that into, where is it, this, to get our alpha and beta. So alpha equals minus 2 plus u, and beta equals minus 2 minus u is equal to minus 2 plus 3 and minus 2 minus 3. Therefore alpha is equal to plus 1, and what am I doing? F is equal to 1 and beta equal to minus 5. Which are the roots? So if you didn't know, that's just x is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 5. Yep, I think. Yes. Yeah. If you input it, minus 1, 5. 5 gives you positive. Yep, that's correct. Quick method. If we're doing a different quadratic, just to quickly show it off. Run out of room. Perfect. Cool, I don't know if it says x squared minus 6x plus 5. I'm doing easy quadratics, I probably shouldn't do that. I can do it anyways. X squared minus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. So that would just be x minus some given constant again, so that would be 3 plus u minus bracket 3 minus u. So that's, if we solve for u, I don't know why this is so laggy, we have 3 plus u minus u, so that's 9. Take u squared is equal to 5 in this case. Take 5 is equal to u squared, so that's 4u equals 2. I could do plus or minus 2 technically, but that's why the plus or minus comes from here, so it's okay. So we got x minus, I don't even need to do this, x minus 3 plus 2, and x minus 3 minus 2, which is equal to x plus 1, x minus 5. No. X squared minus 5x. It'd be minus 4x. I made a mistake somewhere. And it was really stupid. Where is it? There should be x minus 6. X minus 7. No. I made a mistake with the way I wrote it. Those aren't nice roots, are they? Could be... No, they're not. 6 plus or minus the square root of 36. Take away 4 times 5, which is 20. Over to a, so that's just 3 plus or minus the square root of 16. So that's just 7, and yeah, okay, I made a mistake. That was close. You can see the method. So it works, I just need to take my time, apparently. Okay, so I know how to do it. 4 plus 3, okay, so it'd be 4. So x minus 3 plus 4, and x minus 3 minus 4. So that's x equals to 1, and x is equal to, no, that's minus 1, 7. Okay, cool, it worked, I think. Let me test it. 1 squared minus 6 to the 1, or times 1 plus 5 is equal to minus 6 plus 6, which is 0, which applies x minus 1 is a root of f of x. Cool. It's a horrible tick. Works. Let's go, it works.